There's a bird. It's called the red knot. It lands in Delaware every year. And lots of them land in Delaware every year. And they come to Delaware every year because the horseshoe crabs in Delaware Bay come ashore to lay their eggs. So it's like social hour for horseshoe crabs, but it's also feeding frenzy for birds that like to eat the horseshoe crab eggs. But here's the deal about the red knot. Bet you don't know where it came from to get to Delaware Bay for that moment when the horseshoe crabs are laying their eggs. They come from Brazil. They've come from all the way down in Patagonia, and they've flown up to Brazil, and then they go from Brazil over the water to Delaware Bay. Imagine how long it takes to fly from Brazil to the East Coast, to Delaware, in a jet plane. These little birds, they do it on their own. They're not big. They're about that big. And they fly all that way on their own. It is such an arduous journey that their bodies actually metamorphose a bit during the journey to make it possible. It's one of the miracles of creation that this little bird can make that astonishing journey and have the physical changes to its body that take place during that trip make it possible for that little bird to make that journey. And the reason that species makes it and survives is because in God's great ecosystem, they have figured out that if they land at this time in this bay, the food will be there for them. And if we screw that up with fossil fuel emissions so that the schedule of the horseshoe crab's egg laying goes off, and those red knots come all the way from Brazil, and there are no eggs there for them, they're too late, they're too early, that's how populations crash. That's just one tiny example. That's one thread of this beautiful, interlocking, natural planet that we have. And there are a million more such threads that put the world together that we take for granted. Behind the looming economic risk is a disruption of the Earth's natural systems that goes well beyond just economic harm.